So we are here at Universal Orlando Resort in the parking garage because today you're probably wondering why. Austin, why are you at Universal at the end of July by yourself wearing Halloween Horror Nights merch? Well, that's because a lot of Halloween Horror Nights props have come out, and we were here like 3 weeks ago and there was nothing. Well, there wasn't nothing. There's lighting stanchions. And I think a stage. So today I am down here by myself because Ureli has to work. And just like last year, I'm still going to come down even when she's not here because Halloween Horror Nights updates have started. So we're going to go in. I am at Prime Parking because I have a Premier Pass. I haven't done this since like 2019, 2020. So it's very exciting. But we're going to go in. We're going to get some Hellraiser merch. We're going to look at all the Halloween Horror Nights props. So let's get in and let's get started. So today is the World Cup final. And look at all the Argentina fans. It is Argentina versus Spain today. Even though the real final was yesterday between France and England. Go France, even though they lost. But this is insane. So going past where Grill and Brew is, which is Peacock, which is going to be showing the World Cup final today, which I wouldn't be here if France had ended up making it. But anyway, we turn over here. Look at those clouds. I think it's going to rain today. But this is what they have of the Fast and Furious ride, Hollywood Drift. That is going to be crazy. Exciting. So it is very empty in the park today. Look what they're doing over here. Looks like they're working on these. It's right across from where the lighting stanchions are, which we all know is going to be for Halloween Horror Nights. But they're doing some construction to the arches here. I wonder what that's going to be. But another thing that you can already see, arches. Some truss work for Halloween Horror Nights. Let's go get a closer look. So for the first thing, there's a truss right here. Right at the entrance of the park. Which is a little bit closer than normal of where they usually put the Halloween Horror Nights LED lights, which is here. And as you can see, they put a little bit of, I don't really know what to call it, a covering on these stanchions, these truss works. But they added speakers. But they have the little covering, a little tarp to cover this truss work, which looks like, if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like stages. And I'm assuming the one over there has a stage too, because normally in this area they had a giant stage up top here where they would stand, but it looks like you're gonna stand here and stand here, a little bit closer to the ground. Which would be pretty cool because, usually whenever it's higher up, everybody that's waiting out there can see better, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But so far, as you can see, if we zoom in, this is all that we have for this scare zone, in which will be infernal carnage of nightmares. I think I said that right. I'm not looking it up right now, but I know it's spelled icon. But that's what this zone's going to be. There's nothing else out in this area right now. So that's all we got for this scare zone so far. That will be the entrance zone. But there is some things in Hollywood. So let's go to Hollywood. So as it starts to rain, which is great because I forgot my umbrella and a rain jacket, but we are in the Hollywood section. And they have props out for Halloween Horror Nights. Look at all this detail. Look at the scary clown. As you see, there was stuff in there, It looks like either somebody pushed it in or they pushed it in themselves. But they look like giant water towers. But I don't know if you can tell. But people are saying that that is Eddie's eye, Chance's eye, and Jack's nose and mouth. So this is going to be a really cool area, as here it is. Pardon our dust. We are in the process of transforming our park for Universal Studios Halloween Horror Night, the world's premier Halloween event. Not just the country, but the world. And even here, it looks like we have some stages. I'm going to go up front in a little bit. Somebody was taking a picture of it, so I didn't want to get in their way. But look how colorful. The zone is very colorful, and I'm pretty sure this zone... So yeah, this area is supposed to be the sideshow of decay. And that looks like one of the rides that I love, like the zipper ride. Looks like one of those things that you sit in. But it is an entire stage. Very colorful. Even though the artwork looks very drab, but it looks like there might be water here. It's usually what happens when they have like a little grate. Oh man, these themings look so good. And there's another one down there that we'll go look at. But this lighting stanchion here has speakers now. And before we go anywhere further into this zone or other zones, we're going to head into the Five and Dime and get our merch, because we haven't been here since Hellraiser was announced. Let's go in here and see what they got. So this is the shirt. Which has Hellraiser on it. Pinhead. Says Hellraiser, Halloween Horror Nights 35. And then we'll tear your soul apart. Exciting stuff. It's basically all they have. Over here they still have Jack and Oddfellow, which we lost ours. But I'm going to have to come back and get it later. And then still the Sinners merch. I have that shirt already. And then you have the Ugly Stranger Things shirt, in which we all hate. The mug. And the little figurines as well. But if we look over here, this is the figurine for the carousel for Hellraiser, which I need to get. And this is what it looks like so far. Really cool. And after making our purchases from the Five and Dime, we come back out here into Hollywood and look at that. It's a mermaid tail. Look at that spooky little... I was gonna say skull. I mean, I guess it's a skull. What does that say? Pretty sure that's probably an L. So I think it's saying salvage. What is it? Dead or dying? Does that say undoubtedly dead? Enjoy the rides. Oh, this is gonna be a really cool zone. It's so colorful. So much more colorful than I thought it would be. Because like the art for it, the key art, is very dark. But this is all they have in this Hollywood zone for now. But it'll probably change tomorrow. They'll probably add some more out tomorrow. So, yay. So we still have this here for the Odyssey. This is the Trojan horse, in which Odysseus built to get inside Troy from the movie The Odyssey, which came out a couple days ago, Friday. Today is Sunday. We did go see it. A great movie. I highly encourage everybody to go see it because it is great. So there is nothing out here quite yet, but this is the Lagoon at the Lagoon show for Universal Studios, and they usually have a Lagoon show during Halloween Horror Nights, and they are going to again this year. This is where the fountain show, like the fountains here, and they do little projections on the buildings and on some of the water fountains. So they're going to be doing that again this year, and it's going to be Stranger Things. That is the theme for this year. Very exciting, and I cannot wait. So we now enter the Central Park area of Universal Studios Orlando. It's the same stuff. This is the only scare zone to not be announced yet, because we have the Hollywood zone, the New York zone, and I'm guessing, well, we don't really have San Fran yet either, but that's probably going to be like the Club Horror one. This is the only one that hasn't been announced. And last week was the Scare Zone announcement week, and we thought we were going to get it on Friday, and we didn't. But if you look here, they have the LED lights going up the trees. And that's going to be really cool at night. But people are they're waiting to announce the Scare Zone for some reason. We don't know yet, but if you look at all the trees have the LED lights on them. So the trees are going to be lit up. And here are the green stanchions, in which we all love, because it means Halloween Horror Nights. And I can't remember was this 7 I'm pretty sure it was just a struts, right? We could actually see the framework. It wasn't covered. Huh. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, they haven't announced this one yet. This is the last Scare Zone to be announced. They had the opening Scare Zone announced, Hollywood and New York. And then this one is the last one, and they haven't done it yet. And we still think it's going to be Fortnite. We're hoping it's not. But they have the stage. Nothing new over here. We're just waiting for the announcement for it to be confirmed. Because once they confirm it, I think that's when they're going to put the props out. So we have to wait for that. So we are now here in the Simpsons area, where Krusty is, and the Simpsons ride right here, and Hurl and Twirl. Twirl and Hurl, not Hurl and Twirl. I was wrong about that. Like I said in the last vlog, this is usually where they have the roaming chainsaw hordes. Maybe Killer Clowns come here, because I mean it fits the circus theme, you know, circus carnival, you know, Krusty. But who knows? Guess we'll find out. The tents are out. They built this walkway just for Horror Nights, where the tents hold houses. And there's the second tent right there. Exciting times. More stanchions. Because when you walk through these two doors, or gates, it takes you all the way back to the back of the park, where the two new sprung tents are back there. And this is where the cues, I can't think of where they tell the times, you know, the screens, the portals, that's where these are going to be. And then you come over here, another portal right here, and a nice little Mr. fan that I am about to walk through, and it's going to feel so nice. Yeah, it feels really good. But if you walk back here, where their Fear Factor stage, or former Fear Factor stage used to be, this is where they hold Nightmare Fuel. So this year they did announce that it's going to be Nightmare Fuel yet again. But this year it's going to be Blood Noir, which is going to be more of a vampire-based one. Which is really funny because the past 2 years, we haven't watched it in since the first year, I think. We didn't watch it the past 2 years, but they were carnival themed. Carnival of Decay or something like that. And this year, the whole event is carnival, but they're not doing Carnival of Decay or a carnival theme this year for Nightmare Fuel, which they're always late. Because the first time they did the carnival theme was 33. 32 was Oddfellow, which was a carnival. This year is also a carnival theme, but they're doing vampires, which, I mean, I guess is okay because they're doing sinners. So let's do vampire things. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go watch it. Maybe. Well, I mean, I guess we can because we're doing Rip Tour this year. So, okay. So we have reached the San Francisco area of the park. The area that is themed to San Francisco where the exit to Fast and Furious is. But last year, this was Club Horror, where people would stand here and dance. There was a DJ here that would be playing normal songs, and then there was bars over there with a bunch of seating. And this is exactly what it looked like last year. So it's most likely going to be the exact same thing this year, which is exciting because it was really fun. They played normal music, not like music themed to Horror Nights. So, the Beat Builders are out. We love the Beat Builders. So we're gonna walk over here with the Beat Builders back in the background. I know you're probably gonna be able to hear them more than me, but when you come back here where the first aid is, this is usually where a Halloween Horror Nights house is. And if you can see over there, that looks like it's a tent that I think might be for Horror Nights. So you come over here, this is where they usually have the house. But other news is that Fast and Furious, what is this called? Fast and Furious Supercharged is going to be closing in August. I think August 26th, I believe. So get your last rides in. Goodbye, Fast and Furious. What I said earlier was wrong. They haven't even announced this scare zone yet either. We're thinking it's going to be a graveyard, which kind of makes sense. But didn't you think, I don't know, it's gotta, I don't really know. The speculation maps have the Cindy area here. But the one in Hollywood looks like it, but when we look at the downtown thing down there that we looked at earlier, kind of gives off the same vibes. But this really does look like a graveyard type thing. Like a mausoleum type thing. So I guess we'll find out, huh? Okay. This is another one that says downtown. Welcome to downtown, which starts here, going into Hollywood. And I think the last time that a scare zone extended this far was Zombieland 2 when they had the porta potties out there. But you can see there's the little small stanchion and then another one that's back here that has the lights. But it looks like this is going to be the entrance to this scare zone here. This bar is open right now. Serving some nice looking drinks. You got a pina colada, margarita, strawberry supreme, and a mango passion. And frozen. And you got some other ones. These are beers, I think. Oh, interesting. So Killer Clowns was announced. Not as a scare zone, just that they're coming. We don't know where. But if you walk down here where they used to have the Secret Life of Pets dogs over here that you can take pictures of, and right next to Transformers, there's a little stage. Maybe they're going to be here? Let's find out. I guess you would just wonder why they have a stage here. if not for killer clowns. A little street experience right here. I'm really not sure. It's going to be very interesting to figure out what's going to be on the stage. Because the killer clowns could be roaming, could be just a little street experience right here. Because when they were a scare zone, they were over there. So they're coming back right here. So in years past couple of years, this area, as it is right now, is a bar. And they usually have 2 bars on both sides. But here they usually put like TVs and stages. And you got to meet and greet some of the characters from the houses and the scare zones. Which is really cool because when you're in the houses, you don't really get to see the people. Because you're like walking through the house, it's dark and you're scared and you're not looking. So when they're out here, you get to meet some of the characters and you get to see them in the light and see what they actually look like. And it was really cool. So hopefully they do that again this year. So last year, while they were demolishing Rip Ride Rocket, which is where they're now building the new Fast and Furious ride here, this is where we would go with the portals here to go to 4 or 5 houses back there. But I just wonder how it's going to work considering it's an active construction site, as you see. So I'm excited to find that out. So the opening scare zone usually takes place here in the Avenue of Stars. I don't know what they're called now because it's all villains or minions. But this is usually where they have the scare zone for the opening, which if you just turn, it's from the front all the way around here. There's nothing out here yet. I really hope they don't go back to just squashing it in one zone and they still extend it out to here because this is where the art statue was last year. So I hope they take the time to get everything from back there to here and not just smash it in one small zone again. This was another area where you'd walk back to the 5 houses that were back here. And there's trusses in front of all these. So I'm assuming that it's going to be the exact same thing where we walk back there to the back houses. Yeah, come on! Even with the construction going on. Because as you can see, they're still working on the roller coaster. And I guess we'll find out if we're going to go through these walls to the 5 houses or they're going to change something up. Exciting news. Your Ellie's favorite show is going on right now. Right where I was about to try to get some TikTok video of the downtown thing. But the Latin dance has begun. Makes me really miss my fiance. I really wish she was here with me, but work happens and I get to see her in a few hours, so I'm excited. Here they go. But let's take a little detour through Sting Alley. So this is what is called Sting Alley. As you see, nobody really goes through here. It's just a little shortcut from New York to Transformers, especially if you want to go around like the show going on right now. But a lot of times there are food offerings here. And maybe a little scare zone. But this, in 2018, is where they had the Killer Clowns from Outer Space scare zone. This is where it was. It's from there down to there. Maybe they let them roam down this street? I don't know about that. But they haven't announced what it's going to be yet. So, everybody's just enjoying it. It's a really nice day too, so it's a good day to do this. The sun's not out. It's cloudy. It's the World Cup, baby. As you see, there's a lot of Argentinian kids out there. But, it's World Cup. I need my fiance. I love my fiance. Alright, let's go. So I'm gonna hop back into the Five and Dime because I want to get my niece something. Ureli's niece, which I consider my niece too, because she loves Chucky. She loves Hello Kitty. And this has one of the perfect presents for her. Look at this. A Hello Kitty Chucky. Perfect. So we are back at the van because we are done for the day. We went through all of the scare zones that they're putting props up, and it was very eventful. They have a lot of colorful. It does look like every scare zone is going to be carnival clownish theme, because the Hollywood section obviously had all the clowns, and then the New York section also did too. So that's interesting because we didn't think that maybe the scare zones were going to be connected. And we do know that the front of the scare zone, or the front of the park scare zone, is going to be a carnival theme as well, because it's, entering us to the park, and Jack and Oddfellow will be there. So today was successful because we went to Five and Dime, we bought merch, I bought something for my niece, we saw scare zones, we got to see some shows, like some street performances and stuff. And yeah, all in all, it was a great day. It wasn't that hot. I am sweating, but it was very cloudy because it's going to rain. And we got to see a lot of Argentinian fans because World Cup finals today. So all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not, and we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.